Hey everybody, welcome back to the Airsoftology Q&A show, the show that answers your questions, helps you in a pinch, and is here to kind of show you the world of Airsoft through some seasoned eyes, I guess. I've been doing this for a while. I'm your host, Jonathan Higgs. That's right, I've been doing Airsoft for quite a while. If you guys don't know me, I know there's a lot of people that have been with the show for a long time. There's some of you, quite a few of you that are new. Give you guys an idea. I used to start as a podcast 10 years ago. Oh, actually, it's been 10 years now. Started as a podcast and have been doing Airsoft in the media world for pretty much since then. Been playing long before then. So anyway, welcome to the show. If it's your first time here or you haven't mashed that sub button yet, please do it. And don't forget the notification bell pretty much is the real sub button these days. Let's face it, I do uploads every single week, at least a few times. So hit that so you'll be updated on that. Also, if you want to support the show real quick before we get to the questions, which is why you're here, I do have a bunch of patches in the store. Let me just grab a couple here. Some of these are let's see if I can get I got a new camera. Let's see if I can make it focus. Let's see if I can do this and make it focus away from my face. There we go. Oh yeah, we've got focus now. So I got some patches here in the web store. If you guys want to support the store, free shipping worldwide. And so one price gets you anywhere, doesn't matter where you live. So aside from that, how the show works is your questions that come from the comment section below. So make sure to put those down there, as well as any YouTube channels that you really enjoy in the Airsoft world, including your own. I do a video recommendation of the week every single week at the end of the show. So enough about that. Let's dive on into what you're really here for. Oh, wait. Also, I do have timestamps below. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I always put timestamps below so you can jump to the question you want. Anyway, enough about that. Let's dive on into what you're really here for, and that is your questions in the Tippmann mail call. Truman Waller writes, "Hey Jonathan, what do you think Airsoft will look like in 20 years? I think Airsoft will be, depending on where you live, Airsoft could be different. I'll talk about the positives. I think we're gonna see technology advancements in Airsoft. I think we're gonna see things, EVIC has a system, so does Red Wolf. I've seen both of these this year. Red Wolf has their version of the system. I saw it at IWA. In fact, I need to get that video up for you guys and gals for that one. EVIC has one I saw just at the Airsoft Palooza in Houston, and both of these are hybrid systems where you wear a vest, helmet, you shoot each other. There's kind of like it basically registers the hit. The EVIC system, I forget what it's called. It's called Game something or other. I'll get you guys the link on it. It actually turns your gun off. Like it actually blocks the barrel. It's like a modified suppressor, and it blocks the barrel so you can't fire anymore. So once you're hit, and your gun, even though it'll cycle, doesn't actually fire projectiles. It's pretty darn cool. That's just the beginning. I think we're going to see Airsoft go this way, a hybrid game where there'll be some assistance in calling in somehow how to do this. It might be a laser system, could be laser designated along with the BB, so you have like a physical hit plus a laser, kind of a hybrid laser tag thing. It could be augmented reality. I think that is kind of where we're going for some applications. I think maybe indoor is better there because it's a controlled environment. Outdoor, I think we're still going to see kind of things similar to what we are. Outdoor, I think we're going to see the future being stuff like what we're seeing with Jet Desert Fox and his Blue Fox tracker. Actually gives you kind of like a video game style view of the battlefield where you can see objectives on your phone. You know where your teammates are. You mark yourself dead so your teammates aren't looking for you, thinking you're alive. And you never have to question, well, where's the next objective? Oh, it's over there. That's where the battle is. You can go to it. You can use your map to get there. I think that is really what we're going to see for outdoor games because they're larger areas, milsim events. I think we're going to see that as well. Those are two things I think that technology is driving Airsoft. And I think we're going to be there for sure in 20 years. I mean, you got to think we went from pretty much the same way of playing. I think guns are going to be more intelligent. I think they're all going to be much more electronic, controlled through circuit boards, kind of like the way paintball went from mechanical to that. I think we'll still have, obviously with pistols and things like that, we'll still be good old-fashioned green gas. I don't really see too much improvement in that area, but I think for AEGs, I think we're going to see a big difference. GBBs, we're kind of limited with the system. There could be something new. Who knows? Maybe like electro-pneumatic systems. It should be. I don't know. There could be some cool stuff. I think HPA is there. Maybe we can find a way to shrink it down. I don't know. It could be some cool stuff there. But I think electronics for sure. Now the bad side. If we still have bad press, if people still keep using Airsoft in the wrong way, I'm afraid that Airsoft in more countries will be more restrictive restricted or potentially even not around anymore. So that's my concern there, is that we could run into that. Could be a major issue if we don't protect this hobby of ours and do things the right way. So all in all, I don't want to be negative in a negative one. I think there's a bright future with these systems I've seen to provide that notification when you get hit. Boom, boom, gun shuts off. The visor these guys were wearing were flashing red lights like, hey, I'm hit. It's pretty darn cool, and I think as they start to work on the technology, we're gonna have a fun time in Airsoft. And if we can eliminate that one last little bit about calling your hits, the few people that choose not to, then I think we're gonna be onto something here, maybe even true competitive Airsoft. Dreams with the Z rides, when playing CQB, what are your thoughts on people not playing for objectives and just going for kills? Been watching for a while, keep it up. Thanks for watching, Dreams. I think in anything, like, let's just look at Airsoft and online gaming. There's a lot of differences, but there's a lot of similarities as well when you're playing a game. Okay, the objective is go do this. And you start playing some games online, doesn't matter what game you're playing, especially if it's an online shooter. You got people that are PTFO, right? Play the objective, right? I'll leave out the F part. Play the objectives, right? That is what I enjoy doing. I will play the objective or support the objective. And there's some people that just want to go shoot people, right? You know that. The person's going to sit way back on the map and snipe people forever, and it doesn't matter where they are, it's just going to shoot for fun. You're going to have the people that are just going to wander off into the woods or the wilderness and just go find people to kill. I think you'll find all types, and it's really tough to get people to do it. I think going back to the first question where I talked about that blue force tracker, it might be they don't know what to do. They're not familiar with the field or the map. So those things, I think, happen, or it's just their play style. Again, you can't force somebody to play in a way they don't want to play. I think at MILSIM events, you will find more people that will play the objectives and less that will go wander off to do their own agendas. However, you're still going to have that. I've even done that, like where it's like, oh man, we're getting hosed. The enemy has everything locked down. Well, I'm just going to go make my own fun, right? I'm going to go move around over here. Maybe we can draw some enemy away from the objective. Well, but even then, if I'm doing that, I'm still playing the objective because I'm trying to draw some of the forces away to help the main force. So I don't know. I kind of discounted myself there. For me, I always try to play the objective, or at least try to have fun. But you're going to have people that just want to do what they want to do, their own idea of fun, and we can't really do that as long as they're not hurting things, as long as they're not doing things, overshooting, cheating, those kind of situations. But I think with education, maybe some mentorship, you see somebody that maybe they're new there, you take them under your wing, show them the way, get more people playing for the objective, more of us will have fun. Both sides will have fun, be a more even battle, and then, hey, we all have a good time playing Airsoft. Nolan Padilla writes, my question is, what do you think about outdoor fields only allowing LMGs to go full auto rather than every other gun? And what do you think that helps rather than break the immersion of the experience? For me, I kind of like this. This is very much MILSIM-ish, right? You are forced to play semi-auto, and then light LMGs are light machine guns. Those are the big, they call them light, but man, they are heavy. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be an LMG guy, support gunner, like SAW, that's what an LMG is. I know I use a lot of acronyms. We use a lot of acronyms. So that's the big machine guns, right, with the box mags on them. They can go full auto. I think it's a good idea. I think it allows for it. I think last week we talked about rate of fire and overshooting, and a lot of you came in to say that fields are doing a lot of reducing FPS, but below a certain FPS, now you can go full auto. So it's kind of like a true CQB gun. There's kind of a give and a take, and I love give and take. If you look at games, you look at things in life, you look at sports that, especially video games. I mean, I play a lot of video games. I'm sure you guys and gals do the same. That there's always a trade-off, especially if you have to pick a class, right? Like if there's like 4 or 5 different classes to play, or you're into the MOBAs, or even like Overwatch, games like that, that each class has their advantages and in trade disadvantages, right? There could be the glass cannon, huge firepower but very weak. You can have people that are support classes that can do everything but maybe not great at attacking. So there's all the different ones, and I think anytime we put something like that in place, it's kind of neat. The downside is the gun is heavy, it's big, it's kind of expensive, and you gotta have all the stuff, and you gotta lug this big piece of metal around all day long to play support gunner, right? So you got this huge thing you got to carry. But the trade-off is that you also get to go full auto. So it's kind of cool, right? You kind of get both sides of the world. I think that's pretty neat. Otherwise, you can just smack a box mag on anything and make it full auto. That may not be the trade-off, right? There's no give and take there. So anyway, I think that's a good idea. I think there's always a give and take, just like the support gunner class. There's also that submachine gun class. Well, the trade-off is, well, you don't have the power, you don't have the range, but now you can go full auto. You have to go like shoot at 300 feet per second or 290 feet per second, but now you can shoot full auto and have a box mag. Well, that's a trade-off as well, right? Gives you an advantage and a disadvantage. So for me, I like those things, and I'd like to see more of that implemented just to mix up the hobby and sport when it's appropriate. Well, that is it for questions this week, which means it is time for the Code Red Headset's video recommendation of the week. And this one comes from Julian Chavo. And this one is, hey, Jonathan, I can suggest Team Cantala Airsoft Team. And it's guys from Argentina. And they make awesome videos. And maybe your followers can enjoy it. And yep, I picked a couple of them. He had a sniper video. And then he has this one. And this one is, let me go pull it up. By the way, I always mind my computer screen's like right over here. Let me see, this one is called, let me get the name right, De Jugadores para Jugadores. It's a DMR plus Scopecam. I love DMRs. They're underutilized. Like support gunners and DMR, designated marksman rifles are the two, like saws, and those are the two like underappreciated, underutilized roles in airsoft. And I love those two. I'm always like trying to play the oddball. That's me. I always play like the unused ones. But this one's really great. Good gameplay, good thing. I watch like the guys play. I like how they do some, like they work together as a team pretty well. Like there's about 6 minutes in, there's a little part where they're kind of clearing out these rooms and these old buildings and stuff. And it is pretty neat. I'm pretty sure this one, the other one I know, I looked at the video, says in Buenos Aires. I don't know if this one's in Buenos Aires or not in this area. Definitely a channel worth looking at. It is in Spanish, so if your Spanish skills are okay, un poco español, you're all right. You know, you could probably get by. But I didn't feel like I needed to really dust off my high school Spanish to really understand this one. Very entertaining, enjoyed it. And usually, like I say, if it's something that transcends even language for me, then it definitely is worth that sub button. So I mashed the sub button. If you guys liked what you see here too, if you enjoyed it, of course I have a link in the corner. It would have popped up already, and also down in the description box below. You can go over, check the channel out. If you like what you see, click the sub button and let him know in the comments on one of his videos that I sent you over there. Also, if you guys have a video of your own, like I mentioned earlier in this video, put it down in the comment section below. If your own channel or a channel you love, one that you go and watch all the time that I need some good love, maybe undersubscribed, I love to help out all the channels in Airsoft. I wish I could do more than just one a week, but that's what I can do right now. So please put them down there. I love discovering all these new ones from you guys and gals. So anyway, that's it. Until next week, go out, play some Airsoft, have some fun, but no matter what you do, call your freaking hits.